Okay, I've started recording. Okay, so find Z. How will you find Z?
Well,
So to find Z, no, the first thing you should find is the size of B. So you know A.
what?
Size.
Wait, so C is this one. This is A.
So find B.
This is B.
Yes, so find B first.
So Z squared.
No, you're not looking for Z squared first. First find B. You can't find Z squared because you haven't found B. Once you find B, then you could find Z. So how will you find B? Okay, look. I don't know why you're not reading the paper. Look, you have to find this side, right? B, right? Use this triangle first. So use this triangle. So you're gonna have 7 squared minus 3 squared. So this up to here is 3. So which is 49 minus 9, right? 49. 7 squared is 49 minus 3 squared, which is 9, which is 40. And then square root the 40. Then square root this answer. But this is your C, this is your A, and this is your B. So what we've done is C squared minus A squared, which is giving me B squared. Now to find B on its own, we square root it. So if I do it quickly on my calculator, square root of 40 should give me 6.32. Yep, so so now my B is equals to 6.32. So now my B here is 6.32, right?
Yeah.
Now using this triangle, you could now find the big one. Now find, you got A and B, now find Z. So you got A is 9, you got 3 and 3 makes 9, I mean A is 6 and B is 6.32. Now work out C. That's 36 plus 3, yep. So we know 3.32 squared gives you 40 anyhow, because you got 40 here. That should give you 40. You don't have to. Now 36 plus 40, which is 76, and square root of 76. Which should give you 8.717, so 8.72. And that's your answer, 8.72. And that makes sense. Remember I said A should be the smallest one. So A is 6, B is 6.32, and C is 8.72. So you could always work it out and see if the answers are right. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, find the missing angles, X and Y. So X is there, Y is there. Find them, please. You're doing B first. Okay.
So that's 180.
The line makes
Okay.
180. Yep.
This is 118.
Yep. So that side is 118. So how will you find this side? So remember, it's a parallel here. The line is a parallel.
Yeah.
So what you could have done is, look, what I would have done, draw the line here, draw this line right here. If this is 37, this will also be 37. Does that make sense? And
Yeah.
you know, a straight line makes 180. So you could do 180 minus 37 twice. So minus 60, 74. And that will be your answer. If this is 37, this side is also 37. And then 180 minus, so that should be 106. That is 106. I'm just thinking, is there another way of doing it? So if this is 62, you found this as 118. Let's clear my drawing. So you found this side. It can't be because you've got this and this. That will make 180.
Yeah.
It can't be that's this side 118. So if it's 62, we could work out. So the answer should be 108. I can't see any other way of finding this. Because this is a triangle. If this was going like this, sorry. If this was going like this, this, and this, then this angle would have been the same here, but it's not going like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what we had to do is draw a line here. But they're saying it's parallel. We know this side will be the same as this side, and this will be in the middle. It's not, it's just, no, it can't be the same size as well because this is a bit. It's not a full triangle, so we can't make it like this. But this is not a triangle like this. It's not the same size. This side, if I draw a line here, this side is smaller than this side. So I think the answer will be this side. If I draw a line here, then this side will be 62 because this is a triangle going like this. So that's 62. And then these lines. So if this is 62, we have to work out this line now. This could be, use a different color. So if this is 37, and up to here might be a 90 degrees. So minus 62, minus 37, so plus 62. Saying that could be 115 actually. So this whole thing is 115. Because what I did, I assumed if I put a line in the middle here, so what I did, I made this. So this two will be the same, so it's a parallel. Then this part will be 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
My 90 minus 37, I'm left with 53. 53 add 62 gives me 115. So you have to play around with this one a bit to get the answers. Okay, this one, how will you work out this one? X here. So the first thing is, if it's there, this is also going to be 24. Because it's opposite. We looked at opposite, it's 24. If this is 24, they're saying this is a parallelogram. So this side is also 24.
So then it has to add up to 180.
Yeah. So if this is
So
24,
180 minus 48 is 132.
so the answer is 132. So this is 132 and this was 115. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So this one I put a line there and made it into a Z. This became 62 and this side became 53. Add them together and that gives you 115.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's getting recorded. I'll send the recording over. Okay. Next part. So given the regular pentagon, calculate the angle BCD. So B, let me draw it first. So you got BCD. So they want you to calculate this angle here. So how will you angulate this? So we've done that so many times. You shouldn't have problems.
It's just B, C, D.
Yep. So you've got how many corners? You've got five corners. So how will you? What does it add up to?
3 times 180.
Yeah, 3 times 180.
That's 300 plus 180, so it's 400 and what? 300 plus 180.
So 3 times 180. Then what do I divide it by?
Divided by the amount of sides.
Yes. So basically, what we do is we look at how many sides are there. There's 5 minus 2, which gives me 3. Times it by 180, which should give me 540. Then divide this by the number of sides, which is 5, and the answer should be 108.
Yeah.
Okay, now they want us to find B, C, A. So now they want us to, oops, let me just draw this again. So B is there, C is there. They want us to find this angle now, BC, this angle.
This angle will be the same as this angle. So 180 minus 180 is 72. 72 divided by 2 is 36. So
Very
it's
good.
36.
Very good. Yeah, because this will be parallel. Very good. Now you look at ACD. So ACD. So this angle now. So you know if this adds up to 180, this adds up to 180, right? No, 108. This corner added up to 108, right? So this was 108. We know this added, this part was 36, right?
Yeah.
Just minus 108 from 36 and you get this side.
And that is
72.
72.
Yeah, so that's it. So you don't need much calculation here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this is the frequency. Explain why x is 6.
How is it?
Okay, what does it have to add up to? What does the frequency need to add up to?
100%?
No. It's saying was taken over a period of 24 hours. So
the frequency is the hours.
Yeah, so it should add up to, well, what should it add up to?
24.
24. So if you 24 minus all these numbers, x should be 6. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's 10, that's 13, That's 14, 18. So 18 minus 24 is 6. So 24 minus 8. So calculate the mean number of cars crossing the bridge every hour. So mean, you multiply each side, then divide it by 24. So what we do is, I'll do 0 times 1, that will be 0. 1 times 4, which will be 4. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 7, 21. Then 12 again. 4 times 3 is 12. 5 times 2 is 10. And 6 times 1 is 6. And 0, that should be 0. And that should be 0. So add up all them. So I should get, I'm doing my calculator quickly. So I got 4 plus 12 plus 21 plus 12 plus 10 plus 6. That gives me 65. Then divide 65 by 24 hours to see how many cars are passing each hour. So if I divide it by 24 now, oops. So 2.7. So the answer is every hour, 2.7 cars are passing the bridge. Did that make sense? On average. So that's on average. Okay, what is the model number of cars? What does model mean?
The mode of the mode.
The mode, yes.
The mode is the most often, so it appears the most amount of times.
Yeah. So which one is the mode?
7.
7, yeah. So the mode is number of cars is 3. So 3 cars are passing every 7 at 7 o'clock, we could say.
Yeah.
7 o'clock was the mode. Okay, so that's done. Let's move on. Oops. Okay. What is the median? The median is the middle number. So median is, you've got 0 to 4. So you take the middle one. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So 1. So basically, we look at median both sides, from both sides. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So median will be here. Oops. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So in between this, the median. So what we do is 7 plus 3, which gives me 10, divided by 2, which gives me 5. No, it shouldn't be like that, actually. It should be 7 minus 3. 7 minus 3, which gives me 4, right? And divided by 2, which is 2, and you add it to both of them. So if I add on this one, if I add 3 to 2, I get 5. If I do it here, 7 minus 2, I get 5. So the median number is 5.
Yeah.
So if I go down, I can't go down. So here, the median number, or the middle number is 5. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, now you work this out.
Okay. Oh, it's this one.
So Andy, Brian, and Claire win 99 in a competition. They decide to split the money between them so that Brian gets twice the amount that Claire gets, and Andy gets a third of the amount that Brian gets, and they should equals to. Oh, I done that for you once and sent it to you, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I gave you the answer for that once. So
Yeah.
this is how you should be. Let's do it for you. So we know I'm going to put it as in terms of X. So Claire, who is this? They split the money. Brian gets 2, so I'm going to call it 2B for now. Claire gets and Andy gets a third of Brian gets. So 2b, Claire gets x. Then I have, so let's just call this x as well to make it, not to make it confusing. So Brian gets 2 times what Claire gets, and Andy gets a third of what, so 2 third x of what Brian gets, right? So now I'm just going to write, this is B, this is C, and this is A, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now if I open those brackets up, I'll get 2x plus x plus 2 is going to be 2 plus 2 third x, right? 2 third x. So 2 times 1 is 2 and x. Now if I add up all of them, I get 3 third. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
I get 3 2 third x, which should, all of them, they should equals to 99 pound. 99 pound. Now my x will be, sorry, what did I put x there for? What did I put? That should be 2 third. So my now x will be 99 divided by 3 2 thirds. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
So that should give you as, what's 99 divided by 3 2 thirds? That should give you 27. So that x gives me 27. Now I know Claire, she got 27 pound. Brian got double than Claire. So Brian got 2 times 27 is 54 pound, right?
Yeah.
And Andy got a third of what Brian got. So 54 divided by 2 third, is it? Yeah, a third, 1 third, 1 third.
Yes.
So 54 divided by 1 third, if I do it with my calculator, it should come to 18. So that's what they each one of them got. So, so Claire got 27 pound, Brian got 54 pound, and Andy got 18. And that will normally be about a 3 or 4 marks question, because you have to first identify how to put it into this format, then add them up, you get this. And we know all of them go altogether 99. So you divide 99 by 3 2 third. The answer is x. So x is what Claire got. So x, amount Claire got, and then double it for Brian. So Brian got 54, and Andy got a third. This is where the confusion is. Andy that doesn't get a third of x, he gets a third of what Brian gets, not what Claire gets. This is where people get confused. They'll think it's a third of x. If he was a third of x, you will be much less than 18. You will be 9 quid. But it's not a third of x, it's a third of Brian. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, calculate this to 3 significant figures. You could use your calculators for them, but they're saying only for question 1, you don't use a calculator. And for us, this is all calculator questions. You could easily do it. This one, break it up and do it. So I'm not going to go through this because you can just tap them into your calculator. They'll give you your answer. Okay, let's just simplify this.
X to the power of 11.
Yep. So you just add them.
8x to the power of 3.
3 plus you got the x at the end. Why 3?
Because 2x has 3.
Okay, so first you'll do the times, that's fine. So 2 times 2 gives you 8. 2 times 4 gives you 8. Now I take this 2 for that, so I'm left with now x times x, right? And what is x on his own? What is x on his own?
X, 1x.
1x. So now you're adding 3 plus 1.
Oh, so it's the power of 4.
Yes, it's x to the power of 4. And then the next one.
That's just x.
So you're going to get 8x minus divided by x, which you minus it. It's going to be 0 then. This x, because you got 8x. So basically 8x, 8 to the power of 8, minus 8x. So the x will cancel each other out, and the 8 cancel each other out. So you can't just put x, you just put 0. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Because the 8 cancel each other out, and the x's cancel each other out. It's a minus. If it's a divide, if it's a plus, then it would have been different. Okay, now do this one. How will you do this one?
Simplify it. It's just 1 plus 6. 7. No, because there's an x. It's 1.
You can't. It's just going to be, you can't. This is a tricky one because ideally what I would have done is separate it, put this on this side, and then take it to 3x minus 6. Then bring this here. I get 9 equals 3x. So now x is equals 3. No, x is equals 3 divided over 3 over 9. But let me see if I could find the answer for this anyway. 3 divided by, we had 3x, was it plus 6, is it?
Yes.
X plus 6. Oops, why am I getting 6? Sorry. Oops. Okay. We can actually show it. Let's show how the graph looks like. Let me see what's the question. Is simplify. Okay. No, no one gave me an answer. They done minus, simplify. Let me look at the minus one. Yes, so if I look at the minus one, what this? No, this is minus times. No, it doesn't work. It's multiplying. No, no one gave me an answer for this. Okay, what I have to do is, we're going to leave it like this, but I'm going to try to find the answer and then see if my one was correct. No. I can't find anything on the internet for this one.
That's fine.
They all have multiplication, but not division.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to this. So
Okay.
let's do the last one. That should be easy. My last couple.
C? No, sorry, E.
Yep.
That's just subtracting them, right? So
Yes. So it's going to be that's -2, yep. And the next one.
I forgot what that one is.
So you've got 2 power roots. So here, 3 to the power roots of 2 is going to be 9. X and number, what do they do? It times each other.
Yeah, it's the power of 4.
Yeah, so power of 4. So it's going to be not 3, it's going to be 9. Because 3 to the power of 2 gives you 9.
Oh. Is it still 9 to the power of 4?
9 to the power x to the power of 4.
9 times x, so 9x to the power of 4.
Yep. Okay. Okay, this is scale factors. Make it by 3 times bigger and make this small, half smaller. That should be easy stuff, isn't it? Is that going to be hard for you? Okay, let's do
I'm just drawing it.
it. Oh, sorry. Then draw it then.
Okay.
I don't think.
Uh, 3.
Yeah, 3 times bigger.
It's supposed to be 12 and 9.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 12 and 9 on both sides. Yep. And now, the one will be half, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll be 5 this way and 2.5 this way for C, the one bottom one. So forget about doing this. Let's do this one. I've got 2 more left. Okay. A is at 0.02. So this is 0 here on X and 2 up. B is at 0.06, okay, that makes sense. And C is where the line M and N intersects. Work out the area of ABC. So what they're saying is this is, if it's, so this is 2, right? And this is 6. So this side is 4. And now from A to C, C is where the line M and N intersects. So this will be, we need to find this angle. So this is, we don't know the steepness. That's the problem. So we need to find this side. If this is 4, this is 4, this is -4, this is 0. So that I'm assuming that's going to be 2.5. Okay, this is going crossing at 2, and the top one is crossing at 4. And so this is going to be y, and this is crossing at -4 actually. So it's going to be, the first one going to be 4x minus 6, right? That should be easy actually to find now. And the second one is y is equals -4x plus 2. That should be plus and plus 2. So now we have to find where they intercept each other. So we use that equation. So -4, that gives me x. That gives me 0. 6 minus 2 is 4. So y has to, I have to put something in there that gives me the value of x. No. I'm confused here actually. because I've got this equation. So this 4 minus 4, so I get 4 minus 4 is 8, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So plus, yeah, that's fine then, I've done it. So x is equals to now 8 divided by 4, which is 2. So they're saying x is 2 here. Because 4 take away minus 4 is a minus or plus 8? 4 take away minus 4, which is basically plus 8. And this 6 minus 2 is 4. So x, to find x, 8 over 4, which is 2. So this part is 2. So now we know from 2 to 2, this part is 2. So now to work out the area, we do 4 times 2, then divided by 2. This is a triangle, that's why they said it's a triangle. So it's 8 divided by 2, so the area is 4. So this area is 4. Right, so let me just explain how I work this out. This is y, right? X, and this is x. The first equation, if I was to write it as an equation, I'll write it as 4x, because it's going through 4x, and intercepting at 6. They said, oops, intercepting at 6. So that will be plus 6. The second one is minus 4y. So y is equals minus 4x, is cutting through x as minus 4, and is intercepting at 2. So now if I do that equation, 4 minus, so I'm going to change the color. 4 minus 8, I get 8x. Then 6 minus 2, I get 4. So then x is equals to 8 over 4, which is 2. So this is where it intercepting. At location 2, they both cross each other here. Now we know this is 0, right? So from 0 to 2, this length is 2. We know this is y is 2, this is 6. So from 2 to 6, there's 4. So now what we do, use the triangle rule, 4 times 2 divided by 2, so the area inside there is 4. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Hey, fantastic. And the last one. Given that, we had problem with this one last one, didn't we? X explanation mark is, work out the value of n and factorize first. So let's work this out. And let me put it into. No, prove the line of infinity. Okay, they're saying factorize to the 5. No, it doesn't really work. Okay, no one giving you answer. So n plus 1. So this is 6 plus 1. Keep on doing this. Factorize the left-hand side. So I can't, this is, oh, okay. But you can't factorize this side. Okay, let's open this up first. So I'm going to have, this is going to be n squared plus 1 factorize, and add it to n squared. So this part will be 2n, oops, 2ni plus 1. 1 times this is already 1. So that will give me a ni, right? So now, okay, I have to find, now if I move the ni to the other side, so I'm left to 2 ni, oops, plus 1 divided by, bring this to this side, ni. Now what I could do is, when I simplify it, it will cancel this one and this one out. So the answer is 2 plus 1 is 3. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the answer, because this will cancel this one out. 1i is this, so it's going to be the same, 3. So 1 times 1 is 1 anyhow. 2 and I cancel each other out. So the answer is 3. Did you work out how I did it? So first they said factorize the left-hand side. So what I did, ni plus, I opened the bracket up. So this is ni plus 1i. Ni and I adds up together. So I get 2 1i and 1i. 1i is already 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. And that is equals to 8 times ni. So now this is a times. If you bring it to the other side, it becomes a divide. So that's what I did. So the ni cancel each other out. So I'm left with 2 plus 1, which is 3. Okay, is that okay? Any questions?
Yeah.
No. You want me to go over this again? Or you be okay? This question, do you want me to go over it again?
I think that would be useful.
Okay. Right, let's look at the other paper. We've got about 7 minutes left. So this one, 13 plus. This should be easy for you. This is a calculator question. A regular polygon has an interior angle of 162. How many sides does it have? How many sides will it have? Number 4, a polygon.
That's a polygon.
Yeah.
9.
9.
No, polygons are 9.
Polygon have polygon depends what kind of a regular polygon has it. So remember, it has to add up to, is it 360? A triangle has 3, quadrilateral has 4. It should be, I think it should be 9.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be more than 9. No, it's 20, sorry. The answer, if the interior angle is 162, polygon has 20 sides. So the answer is 20. So this answer should be 20.
Okay.
Okay. How many sides does a heptagon has?
7.
Let's quickly see. Yep. 7. Okay, very good. The next part is ratio. Ratio should be easy for you to do. So this is 1,600 and this is 480. So it's basically this one. And can you make it any smaller? No. Can you make 40, 12? No, that'll be too big. Simplify this. This will be 2x minus 2. So 6 minus 2, which is basically, it should be minus 2x. So it should be minus 2x. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So 4 minus 2x. That's the one. Which of those is the same as this? 3 over 7. So 3 over 7, you add them up. And then you make the bottom the same. Then you could check it. So I could make this 10 and 10 and check which one of those is the same as 3 over 7. So you just have to basically quickly do it in your head, each one. So 13 over 7, you could cross this out. This is too big. You could cross this out. 5 over 2, you need to make this the same. So you can't make this, so you have to I could make this 14 in it, times it by 7. So 13 minus 7 is, what's 13 minus 7? That gives me 8, is it? 8 over
13 minus 7 is 6.
6.
So 6 plus 7 is 13.
Yes, so no, that's out of the way. 33, yeah, can I divide this by 10? And divide this by 10, that will give me that. No, that will give me 3.3, so that won't give me the answer. So it's one of those two. So the best way to work it out is double this, 10. No, sorry, 2 times 5 is 10, and no, times it by 2, I mean. So 4, 10, then times this by 5, and that 10. So that gives you 9 over 10. No, that won't work still. So it has to be this one then. The answer will be C. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Just quickly put it in my calculator again. So it was half. I want to put this one. Half plus, what was the answer question? Half plus 2.5. 2 divided by 5. Yeah, it's 0.9, so it can't be half plus point. It gives me 0.5, 0.9, so that's right, wrong. And the other one was 512 over 2.5. 512 over 2.5 minus 2.5, and that should give you, yeah, 3 over 7, so that's fine. So the answer is this one, the minus one, C. Okay, what will be the most appropriate unit to measure mass of apple? I use grams for it, or kilogram. Kilogram is better, yep, kilogram will be fine. Two sort of sides of right angle triangles are 5 and 12. Work out the length of the other side. So use trigonometry again here. So basically what they're saying, C squared minus, so you're going to do 5 squared plus 12 squared, and then square root the answer. So 25 plus 144, 25 plus 144, 169, square root of 169, you should get 13, E. That E is the correct answer. Is it okay?
Yeah.
So this is basically, why my pen keeps on disappearing. So C plus equals A plus B squared, A squared plus B squared. So plus B squared. So your A is 5, your B is 12. Put them in, square root it, and the answer is C. C is 13. Remember, C should always be bigger than A and B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a calculator question. That should be fine. It should be easy. This should be easy for you. That should be easy. This is all calculator questions again. Are you allowed to use a calculator on this paper?
I don't think so.
Calculators may not be used for section A and B, but only use it for section C. So section A and B, section B, you cannot use calculator here. So you have to do it in your head. And this is section C, is it? No. Do not use a calculator for this as well. So are you okay with calculating percentage on your head?
Yeah, usually.
Then first divide it by 10, then divide it by 6 and add them up together. This should be easy. It's only 20%. So do 10% first, then do another 10%, 20%, then minus it from the answer. Okay, this side, you could use a calculator here. So we've done that before. How do you go from 1 to 5? So what we will have to do is put 1 at the top, 1. So how do I go from 2, 3, 4? So from 1, how do I go to 2? From 2, how do I go to 5? So you could do is 2 times 2 plus 1, 1 times 2, no. How will I do it? Square root it. No. Yes. 1 square root. 1 times 2 is 2 minus 1, and 2 times 2, you can't minus 1 here. 3 times 3. Okay, what we could do is n times 3 then minus 2. No, minus 1, I think. So 1 times 3 is 3, and minus 1. So 2 times 3 is 6, minus 1. So n times 3, then minus 1. So the nth tenth is n to the power of 3, then minus 1. So
Yeah.
4 times 3 is 12, minus 1. Okay, now do the same thing for this. Put 1, 2, 3 there. How will you get there? 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 should be 9. So
plus 2.
but then 1 times 3 plus 2 will give me 5. But 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1, 2 times 2. Oh, I could do it. N times, yeah, I could do it actually. No, it's not going to work, is it? I could do 1 times 3, 3. Oh, 3 times 3 is 9. Yes, okay. So n times n, what we could do here is n times n. So basically n squared to n squared plus 2. So 1 squared is 1 plus 2 is 3, right? 2 squared is 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 squared is 9 plus 2 is 11. 4 squared is 16 plus 2. So the answer here is n squared plus 2. Did that make sense? So this is for 5 squared. This is 5. 5 squared is 25 plus 2 is 27. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. So what we could do is next lesson I'll try to go over the rest of them. Rest of them looks easy. It's not that difficult. I think we had a problem with cards last time. And yeah, the rest of them looks difficult, not bad. This one, this is 13 plus. This one looks more difficult than the 14 plus. So this is 13 plus, and this was 14 plus. 14 plus was much more easier than the 13 plus. So what we'll do, we'll go over it next lesson, tomorrow, Thursday's lesson. And Thursday, I'll also look at some frequency, cumulative frequency stuff. Is okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Then have a nice day, and I'll see you Thursday. When is your exam? Saturday, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, then I'll talk to you on Thursday again. Take care. Goodbye.